Hello, my brothers in the Final First. Today we are talking about Attack on Titan. If you didn't know, this is also an anime channel. I talk about anime all the time. Apparently, I do to myself every day, all day. All I do is watch anime and just don't bitches around. Nice bitches all. Nah, but yes, we're talking about Attack on Titan. Season 4, Episode 1 just dropped, and there's gonna be spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen it, you should go. I'm not gonna take care of yourself. I said that in the last video. I felt really bad about that. But you should rethink your life choices. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. So first thing first, Attack on Titan, they always deliver, but it's a new studio that's taking over. It's MAPPA, and I know if you watch anime, you know MAPPA is an amazing studio. They are doing Jujutsu Kaisen right now, which is also one of my favorite animes right now. Actually, I like the animation quality, like the fighting style. I really like the fighting style because I know a lot of animes when they have that high tier fighting style, like super fast and stuff, it gets a little blurry. But Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like they do that really well. But this anime is not from sorry, I'm stuttering. This anime is not what I expected. This animation quality from them, because this anime is not super flashy, superpowers, a lot of colors going on in the world. This anime is very subtle, especially this first episode. They do an amazing job. There's no lightning, like fire powers, none of that shit. They do an amazing job capturing the atmosphere. And I think for Attack on Titan, that's the number one thing in this anime. That it's a great story, but it's the atmosphere. You feel like there's a dire need. We need to, if we don't move, these fuckers, these 60-foot fuckers, gonna eat the shit out of us and eat our kids. If we don't, there's a dire sense that goes on in the anime. And then what they do really great in this episode is we don't know who these characters are. The episode starts off in a different land called Marley, and they are at war with the Middle East, and they are at war, and they have their own, I guess, second-class population that is supposed to be the Jews, I think, but they changed the name to the Eldians, and Eldians are the race of everyone that's on the Attack on Titan island. If you haven't seen the show, you're gonna be confused. But everyone on the island with Eren, Mikasa, all the guys we love, they're all Eldians, right? And they were seen as the devil, so Marley, threw them to the... They take prisoners and shit to the island, but they lost the island. Long story short, Zeke and Reiner are the only people we know in this anime, right? Or in this episode, I mean. They're the only people we know that we've seen. Everyone else is brand new, but we get a sense of dire consequences if they lose this battle. Not just from death, but how fucked up the Marleyans treat them. They treat them like second-class citizens. And there's one scene in particular where you go into the trenches and you see the Eldians unit, which is the second-class citizens that are going to go out and run towards the machine guns. And they all know they're gonna die, but the scene is so beautiful because you see like the dire fear that soldiers felt back then, and I really like that. They didn't need to do so much flashy stuff to capture that. Another thing is the characters I felt for them, because they're Eldians, but they hate the other Eldians on the island, because I think, for me personally, I think they've been brainwashed to hate them because of the suffering that they still go through from the hands of the Marleyans. Marleyans are fucked up. They're basically Nazis, pretty much, if you ask me. They're fucked up Nazis. They're very strict, very, extreme right. I don't know the political stance, but that's how it feels. And, yeah, some bad fucking guys, man. What's also cool about, how MAPPA and the story of Attack on Titan goes is we get to see the fear that Marleyans and the Titans have on the world, right? The Middle East, these guys have some heavy-hitting armor, and if you look at the Marleyan army, they kind of suck, but they have the power of the Titans, which causes the Middle Eastern army to, really play it kind of slow and not, like, in a defensive stance, right? Because they have, like, weapons that can kill Titans in one shot. Like, even the armor Titan was getting destroyed left and right by these kind of bullets. But what was happening is the fear of Titans. They're so scary. We've only heard legends of them. We've only, not all of us have seen them, and if you have seen them, you haven't lived to tell the story. So it's like, we don't know this power up front, but we know they have this power that the whole entire world is shocked. Not just the Middle East. I think America in this world is shocked. Russia, China, all these places are not fucking with Marley. but you feel that dire atmosphere from the opposing side as well, which I really love. You know, it's kind of establishing this enemy is going to be the enemy for Eren and Mikasa, and how you know how scary they are to the world. The story part, you know, I didn't expect us to be following new characters, and I have a theory that these new characters are going to be pretty much Eren, Mikasa, and Eren. What's the other kid name? Armin. They're going to be them, but like in another world. Like they're gonna be in the same circumstances, fighting for their land, fighting for their people. And I think Eren is going to play the role that the Titans played in his life for these people. If you look at the poster, kind of like the poster for this season, it's Eren as the Titan coming over the wall, and it's some guy with blonde hair, who I think, I don't know who that is, to be honest with you. Yeah, and Eren he's pretty much symbolizing that he is their destruction. He is the enemy that he's always wanted to fight against. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't know how everyone else is gonna follow that, because he was on some emo shit in the last season. You know, nigga was at the beach scaring the bitches. Yeah, but I don't know what's gonna happen, if they're gonna follow him or not. I'm really interested to see that. Then you have, like I talked about earlier, the weapons, the anti-Titan weapons. It seemed that Zeke and Reiner were not expecting those weapons to be that capable. So that tells me that those are the first kind of weapons, anti-Titan weapons, that they've experienced in real life. If that makes any sense to you. So I wonder if Armin and the rest of them, because I know there's gonna be a lot of Titan on Titan battles. I wonder if they're going to use anti-Titan weapons to their advantage. I don't even, because it's been 4 years. There's a 4-year time skip, mind you. So we do not know the technology, how it's progressed on the Paradise Island, which is the island they all live on. We do not know how that's progressed, right? All we know is that after the battle, after we like fucked up the Beast Titan, that the Beast Titan and the Armor Titan went back to where they came from, which is Marley, to report, and there's Operation Take Back Paradise Island because they need the founding Titans. So I wonder how that's all gonna happen. How are they gonna fight each other? Because there's an awesome scene, right, where they use eldians in the sky as like suicide bombers, right? They fly over there's a huge fort full of Middle Eastern soldiers who have anti-Titan weaponry, but there's an awesome tactic they use where they fly over in an airplane right over them, and then they drop eldians and turn them into Titans midair, right? So these people turning into Titans midair, and you know those freaky ass faces that they have, and it's scary as fuck, super scary. And they crash into the camp, the fort, right? And apparently Titans can die from high heights, from impact. A couple Titans die. I thought they could only die from the navel. Maybe that's a new thing. Who knows? But a couple of them die from the impact, and then the rest of them get up, and they start just eating these Middle Eastern soldiers. And they don't know what this is. They're like, oh fuck, oh god, what's going on? And they're getting their fucking heads eaten off, and they're trying to fight back. They're trying to fight back and shoot back, which is doing a good job, but you know, there's too many Titans, and the Armor Titan comes just fuck shit up. But yeah, I'm super hyped for this. You know, not just because it's Attack on Titan, of course, but I'm really hyped on how this story might take more of a philosophical tone to it. Of course, we're gonna have all that action, have all of that, but I think there's gonna be a lot of underlying. Even the opening, if you watch the opening, was very, you know, poetic. You know, I saw on Twitter someone said that it's kind of of war. It's kind of a poem of war, and at the end you see Eren frozen. What does that mean? Eren and all the Titans frozen. You know, if it's a poem of war, and at the end he's frozen, you would think he'd die, or he'd stay in a state of perpetual war, right? So I wonder how that's going to work. But that's it for this episode, guys. I'm going to be doing reviews on anything I find interesting. So if I hop on anime, no, I'm playing with you guys. But if you guys liked my video, please subscribe, like. I love hanging out with you guys. I love talking to people who are like-minded people like me. And yeah, happy holidays.